the channel from McFarlane Toys in the DC Multiverse. We got the Amazon exclusive Superman versus the Atomic Skull.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another DC Multiverse unboxing and review, of course, from McFarlane Toys. In today's video, we've got the Atomic Skull versus Superman, the Amazon exclusive. But for all your non-Amazon exclusive DC needs, make sure you're hitting up Entertainment Earth. Use discount code Kyle, save yourself 10% on all in-stock items. Anything over $79 does ship free. Gotta get a deal right there. But this did come fairly quick from Amazon. It's about a month ago. They officially announced this pack, and bam, just like clockwork, Amazon's shipping it out really, really quick. And I always love McFarlane Toys, how quick and they get figures out. There's none of this year-long wait. There's none of this 6 months wait. It just seems like it gets announced, about a month later it starts hitting some stores. So it's really cool to see that and how that does go. But this one's a little bit of an interesting one. And of course, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And definitely the packaging on this one is something to be desired, is what I would say, especially if you're a mint-on-card collector, as you basically just got a box. Where's the big window? Usually these two packs, we have a huge window box right here. However, this is an Amazon exclusive, and I don't know if they're thinking that, okay, it's Amazon, it's not brick and mortar, we don't need the plastic because there's not going to be any figure swapping, anything like that. Not sure exactly the reasoning on this, but it does leave a lot to be desired as far as mint-on-card collectors. And you mint-on-card collectors, give a shout out in the comments, but I would have to imagine you agree with that sentiment there. We do get the gold label, which is, of course, an exclusive, as being an Amazon one. You get their names down here, DC Multiverse, but not a lot going on in the front here. Pretty lame, in all honesty. Atomic Skull Superman 2-pack on the side. Nothing fun over here. This is from Action Comics, for those keeping track at home. DC Multiverse up there, Jibber Jabber on the bottom, and then the back, you get a little bit of something going on. At least you got Superman, you got the Atomic Skull. Not familiar with the Atomic Skull. Hopefully there's a good card. Give me a good blurb, give me a good foundation about what this character is about, but an interesting one. Kind of looks like Ghost Rider a little bit to me. We'll see what's up with him, though. We'll see what's up. We'll see what's doing. We're going to pull him out, and very strange right off the bat. It's just like everything is the same on these two packs like we're used to, except there's no window in the front. We get the cards, we get the backing thing. Like, why do you need this colorful backing here? See you later, goodbye. Why do you need this? Why couldn't it have just been plain cardboard? I don't know. It's very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. Dare I say, no, I'm not going to say it. Not going to say it. I was going to say, dare I say, not going to say it. He's taking the day off. He's down in the Baja right now, I believe. So we're going to leave him there. We're going to leave him be. And we're going to get back to me being a rookie unboxer right here is what it's going to be. Cardboard, twist ties, see you later, goodbye. Well, I got a little of that Atomic Skull out. There's that. Can I get it? Can I get the other card out? Can I get the stands out? Can I get anything going? Can I be a non-rookie? Oh my gosh. Just sometimes these come off clean, and sometimes they just fight you to the very end. To their last breath, they will fight you, and that's what we got going on here a little bit. You get this stand out. There it is. We're going to take our last stand with McFarlane Toys. There's one. All fun and games till you cut your finger off, too. We know how that goes. See you later. Goodbye. We get two stands. Seen them before. We'll see them again. That's what we always say. But let's read about these two. Let's see what's going on with this Atomic Skull. What's he up to here? Real name, Joe Martin. Seems like a good guy right off the bat. Well, on an experiment Star Lab submarine. Oh, yeah, I think I know about this guy then. Scientist Joseph Martin was exposed to nuclear energy, shipwrecked on a desert island, and survived by releasing deadly nuclear blasts from his mouth. His skin and muscles literally peeled off his face, inspiring him to create supervillain for hire persona Atomic Skull. He regularly clashed with Superman both alone and with criminals such as the Major Disaster and the Royal Flush Gang. Oh, the Royal Flush Gang. One of the all-time great old-timey gangs out there. In recent times, Martian reformed fighting criminals with the Metropolis Special Crimes Unit, Superwoman, and the Teen Titans. So I remember the whole submarine nuclear thing. So it's funny how these things kind of bring you back. They jar your memory a little bit. But it is the Atomic Skull for those keeping track at home. Good guy, bad guy, a little bit of both, really, at the end of the day. Then we get Superman going on. Hopefully it's not the generic Superman we're used to, and it looks like it is. Sent to Earth from the dying planet of Krypton as a baby, Kal-El was found by farmers Martha and Jonathan Kent, salt of the Earth people, and raised as their son Clark. As Clark grew up, the radiation from Earth's yellow sun gave him extraordinary powers which he kept hidden. Now fully grown, he uses his powers to protect his adopted world as Superman. So there you go, right there, a little read-up going on. But there it is. There's the old atomic skull. There's old Superman. We've got a lot of Supermans as of late. Now here's another one, but it looks like this atomic skull is the main eventer on this one, and I gotta be honest, this Superman figure is pretty good too. First impressions right here. I guess I didn't pay as close attention to that one as Atomic Skull, and I feel like Atomic Skull might have some reuse from Lex Luthor. Quite possibly could. But we're gonna find out what's going on here, and we're truly gonna get down to it. We're gonna get down to what all the fuss is about. We're gonna finally answer that age-old question here today on the channel. Probably not. Probably not. The fuss goes on. Pull it out. There it is. You know what the highwayman said, you know, the road goes on forever. You know the rest. See you later. Goodbye, twist ties just everywhere. Just everywhere. Just itching for a vacuum. But let's get down to business here. Let's get down to it. Let's see what's going on. And there is a lot going on here. And this is a very cool 2-pack. I really just wish they had the window box because this is a good-looking set. And I think with that window box, things would be a heck of a lot better. And I think a lot of people would be buying this. And I think a lot of people passed on this, said, I'm a min-on-card guy. I don't need this. Or they looked and said, I don't know what this is about. I'm going to pass. I don't know. You guys tell me once again in the comments. But we do get this big old effect piece going here. Looks like it all plugs in kind of together. Very interesting idea. I'm not against this at all. I'm trying to figure out where it plugs in. It looks like it's got multiple places to plug in here. I don't know. It looks like it goes here. It looks like it does, but it doesn't. Okay, we won't put it there then. I'll figure it out. Oh, it's right here in the front maybe? Right in the front? Oh, you got to be smarter than the effect piece, Kyle, but oh, look at that. Found a way. But very cool, translucent purple going on. You could almost stick this with like Power Rangers if you wanted to, but of course it does double as a stand. You got 1, 2 stands on the side, so you can use this stand or you can use the traditional black stands, do whatever you want at the end of the day. But pretty cool little effect piece with this one. I'm not against that. I'm not against that at all. And I guess we'll look at the Atomic Skull first because this is the new guy here. And like I said, it feels like he's in that power suit Lex Luthor kind of body. I'm not 100% sure on that, but it does give me a lot of those vibes. But man, this head screams Ghost Rider all day long. Love it. Obviously, it's a purple color instead of the bone white color for Ghost Rider. But man, this purple head looks good with the translucent hair flames, whatever you want to call it. Looking very cool, looking very horror-inspired. Love the skull, very scary-looking face there, looking really cool. Wish he had a movable jaw. I always love that on a skeleton face. But a very cool head sculpt. This is a very cool figure from DC McFarlane Toys. Probably not a most iconic character. A lot of people probably don't know who this is, but he does look very cool and menacing. And just those purple colors throughout really make him pop. And purple's not even a favorite color of mine, but something about all the coloring on this one is really good. Also feeling very mechanical as well. As you can see, it looks almost like a robot in some ways. Love the translucent hands on both these hands. Got the effect pieces on them. If you don't want to do that, he does come with some robot-like hands here. But all day long, if you got this guy, you got to display these hands. Why would you not? It's very rare we get hands like this from McFarlane. So I definitely like this. You get the flame effect going on here, almost like a sunburst going off on here. Just very cool. Got the big shoulder gauntlets there, and then a very robotic feel throughout the whole body on this guy. All the way down to his Terry Steinbach shin guards looking good, and knee pads. And then, of course, the usual articulation with McFarlane Toys here. The arms do go all the way around for us. You get a bicep cut. Double jointed elbows, hands removable back, forth, side to side. Hula hoop at the top. Traditional waist down low. Big old splits if you need them. You do get double jointed knees going there. Just pinched me. He pinched me. He got his revenge on me. He pinched me good. Then you get the ankles back, forth, side to side. You get that McFarlane toe articulation. If you don't got that, you don't got anything going on. And then, of course, you got the head articulation where you're very accustomed to here. But a very cool looking figure. Definitely feels like something different. I like this. I like this guy a whole lot. I'm kind of sad to see he turned a little bit to the good side. I think a guy like this needs to stay on the bad side. I think he looks evil and he looks cool. I'm here for that all day long. But now we turn our attention to the old Man of Steel, and we've had a lot of Man of Steel figures this year, and a lot of people's gripe with McFarlane Toys is they seemingly just can't get Superman's head right. This isn't too bad. We're going to dive in here in a second, but he does come with a gripping hand and a Fist of Fury. Got to have a Fist of Fury with Superman, if you ask me. And then we got the two flying hands right here, so he's ready to take off. He's ready for liftoff if need be. But now we get down to old Superman himself, and when I close my eyes and think of Superman, this is pretty much what I think of. I know we've talked about it in the past. Who do you think of when you think of Superman? I think of this blue-red attack going on here. I think of the hair looking like this. I think of the little curl in the front. This is really what I identify as Superman in my generation, or whatever you want to call it, growing up thinking of Superman. So I don't have a lot of problems with this one. Of course, we've seen this body before, but the head sculpt is where it's at. I love the head on this. Talked about the hair, the poof right there in the front, the little curl. Maybe a little bit, could have used a little bit of time under the roller grill like a young Hulk Hogan, but I'll live with this. It's not super white. Could be just a hair tanner. But I am okay with this. I like the stoic look on his face. Looking really good. Of course, the iconic S logo on his chest. We know all about the cape. Unfortunately, no logo on the cape. Not sure if what this represents. If he had that logo, I would assume so. But we don't got that on here, so that is missing. But I don't display him backwards, so it's not the end of the world, but I know it will frustrate some collectors, of course. But this is a good version of Superman. The blue really pops, very vibrant. I like the red color. Of course, the yellow in the shield, the yellow in the middle in his belt, really breaking up some of the color monotony. Just an all-around good Superman figure. Way better than I expected it to be. And that's always a good day at the office. This is a sleeper pack. There's no doubt about it. And like I said, you can only get it at Amazon. So it's an Amazon sleeper pack is what we'll call this one right here. But he does look really good. This is a very iconic Superman. And I said we got a few Supermans recently. We got the one in the Doomsday pack right here. To a little left to be desired, some to be desired. Easy for me to say for some people. And then we got this one, Hush Batman, which way too gray on the skin tone, but he's got the Superman logo on the back, but way too gray. This almost reminds me of like zombie Superman, or he's on his way to becoming Bizarro or something. But just doesn't really work for me as Superman. But definitely interesting between these three. And gosh, I gotta say, this could be the best McFarlane Superman figure yet. I don't know, I'd have to line them all up, put them together, but this is special. This is, for a generation that thinks of Superman, this is what we think of. And yes, I'm speaking for that generation. I'm going to do it right here. But a very good Superman, a very good Atomic Skull, a sleeper villain, tweener character. Maybe he's like a young Venom, who knows? But I like him as well. So a lot of fun stuff in this pack. This is a must-have pack, if you ask me. A lot of fun stuff. Not to mention the effect piece you could use with other toy lines if you really needed to. A lot of good stuff here from McFarlane Toys. So head over to Amazon, pick this up. I definitely do recommend it. But what say you guys and gals out there? You picking this one up? You passing? You didn't even know this existed? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And of course, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. I should say channels. We got 2 channels going right now, and we got a lot of stuff to come to both of those channels. So make sure you do subscribe. And don't forget about Patreon for early access to videos from both channels as well. A lot going on over there on Patreon every single day. And best of all, you do support the channel. You can also support the channel over at ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. And don't forget social media. Sir Paul64 on the X. The _Kyle_Peterson on Instagram and on Threads. So for the Atomic Skull and Superman, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.